Hi class, we need to take a look at example 3. Now example 3 is using, well, the most accurate method of all three of them that we're doing, which is in this case Simpson. And let's take a look at the way that the formula it's given in here. So it's a little bit messy. So you're going to use b minus 8 divided by 3n once you punch it into the formula. And then it has this pattern. Well, once you find the x's, it's going to have technically a 1 times f of x 0, then a 4, then technically a 2, and then it repeats in that format until you make it to the last one, which ends up on f of x n. Okay, and just for this one, they want us to do n is equal to 6. The most that I will ask on an exam is basically n is equal to 4. Like I said, it becomes a little bit messy. So let me actually do the delta x's. So the delta x is equal to b minus a divided by n. So in this case, it's going to be 4 minus 1 divided by 6. And we're talking about, well, 3 6s or 1/2. So this is going to be 1/2 for the delta x. For our x values, so you're going to have the x of 0. It's technically the values of 1. Then x of 1 is equal to 1 plus technically 1 times delta x. And we're going to use the same pattern that we used before. So we're just simply talking about 1 plus technically 1 times 1/2 or 1 plus 1/2. So that's going to give us, well, technically 3/2 or 1.5. So let me see. The decimals, I don't think they're going to get that bad. So this is going to be 3/2 or 1.5. Okay, so that's our second value that we're going to be using. Next one, this is going to be x of 2. It's going to be 1 plus 2 times technically 1/2 or 1 plus 1. I'm getting 2 for the next value. So that's going to be 2. Next one, we're going to move into x of 3. This is going to be 1 plus 3 times 1/2 or 1 plus 3/2. I'm getting 5/2, which is going to be 2.5. It seems okay to use the decimal approximation since we don't lose precision. We're not getting like thirds or another fraction that we end up rounding. Okay, next value, it's going to be our x of 4. This is going to be 1 plus 4 times 1/2 or 1 plus 2. I'm getting 3 for the next one. I see a pattern, but let me just calculate all of them. So x of 5 is equal to 1 plus 5 times 1/2 or 1 plus 5/2 or 7/2, which is going to be 3.5. The last one, it's going to be x of 6, which is equal to 1 plus technically 6 times 1/2 or 1 plus 3, which is equal to 4. And remember that you technically always end up on B. So you have to make sure that you end up on B, otherwise there is some problem, some algebraic error that was not calculated properly. So you're going to get x of 0 is equal to 1, x of 1 is equal to 1.5, x of 2 is equal to 2, x of 3 is 2.5, x of 4 is equal to 3, x of 5 is equal to 3.5, x of 6 is equal to 4. So these are the x's that we're going to be evaluating into the formula. Our function, remember that we're going to be using, it's technically 1 over x plus 2. Okay, so let me go into the next page so that we can actually plug it in into the formula. So from here, we're actually using Simpson's rule with n is equal to 6. And we're finding that the integral from 1 to 4, so this is the integral of 1 to 4 dx over x plus 2, it's approximately, and this one uses b minus a divided by 3n. So b minus a divided by 3n. So 4 minus 1 divided by 3 times 6 times, and then we're using the pattern of 1, 4, 2. Let me double check. 1, 4, 2 all the way to the nth. So this is just going to be, well, f of technically 1 plus 4f of 1.5 plus 2, f of 2.5 plus 4 f of 3 plus 2 f of 3.5 and plus f of 4. And let me just double check that I didn't switch the pattern. So it's 1, 4, 2 all the way to the end. So 1, 4, 2, yep, we're good. Okay, so let me start plugging some of these in, and we're looking at the following. So in this case, this is going to be approximate, and let me actually move this a little bit to the left. So we're talking about, this is approximately, this is going to be 3 over 18, which is going to reduce. So we can just reduce, well, actually divide it by 3, so that's going to be 1/6. I'll leave it like that and I'll reduce it on the next one. Okay, so we're going to start with and the function is x plus 2. Yes, so is and we're going to be evaluating the values of 1. So I'm getting on this one, actually this one I'm getting a 1/3, so I'm just going to leave it as 1/3. Otherwise we're gonna carry a lot of error, and this is 1.5. Okay, so the next one is gonna be 4 times 1.5. I'm getting plus 1.1429. So 1429 plus, and then the next one's gonna have 2 times, and our function is going to be evaluated at 2.5. Wait, I think I'm missing the 2. Yeah, I'm missing the 2. So give me just a second. So it's going to be f of 1 for 1.5, 2 of 2. Oh, okay, I have a mistake here. Let me fix it. Okay, so I accidentally skipped this one. So let me just highlight the 2 so that I don't forget about them. And then, so the next value, which is gonna, so this is what I'm obtaining for f of 1. This is 4 times the function evaluated at 1.5. Then the next one is gonna be 2 times the function evaluated at 2. So this one is just going to be a half plus 1/2 plus, and that is that's giving me this one. Then 4 times 2.5. So 4 2.5. Okay, so this one gives me plus 0.88. I'm just going to say 89 there. And then the next one's going to be 2 times f of 3. Which is going to be 0.4. So plus 0.4. Plus 4 times 3.5. I mean add 3.5. Okay, plus 0.72, 73. And then the last one is going to be simply add 4. So it's going to be 1/6. So plus 1/6. Okay, and let me just double check that none of these were omitted. That is this one, that is this one, and that one. Okay, at this point, I'm going to evaluate the entire mess. I do want to see what you're plugging in. So I do want to see at least the decimal approximations that you're calculating. And give me just a second. Let me plug this in. Okay, so I'm getting that this is approximately 0.69. I'm getting a 32. Okay, so this is the approximation that we're obtaining. As you can see, there is lots of room to do an error here. If I hadn't noticed that, I would have carried the error by omitting. It was one of these two. I think it was either the 2 or the 2.5. So that's what I'm actually getting on this particular example. This one's n is equal to 6. On the homework questions, I think it goes up to 8, but on the exams, I wouldn't ask for anything other than 4. That's a standard one. It's already time consuming as it is. Also, well, your limits may change, so that may make it a little bit messy as you're calculating the actual x's.